My name is Tony Wyrick, and I will be discussing the renewable and non-renewable energy sources prompt for my video essay portion of the test. So, 3 renewable energy sources include wind energy, solar power, and water energy, or hydroelectric energy. The pros of renewable resources include it's cleaner than normal fossil fuels. It is in extreme abundance, or maybe even infinite in the case of wind, and it is and it can be used without interruptions. Some cons of renewable energy include it takes a lot of money to build some of the facilities required, such as wind turbines for wind energy. Solar panels can cost a lot of money, and even hydroelectric water dams can cost a lot of money. And it's unreliable, as in different seasons can change the amount of that resource we might have. Next, I'm going to be talking about non-renewable energy sources. These include fossil fuels, coal, oil, and nuclear power. Some pros of non-renewable energy include reliability. It's a lot cheaper to actually use non-renewable energy, and it's also a lot easier to store and transport. It might not even be able to be transported, or renewable energy might not be able to be transported. The cons of non-renewable energy resources include pollution, which is probably the most detrimental to the planet, and they will eventually run out. We will not have them forever. So one of the biggest things limiting renewable resources from becoming more prominent in energy sources, I guess, is how reliant and how much we use coal and other types of non-renewable resources as it is right now. Most of our infrastructure is already adapted to the use of coal, and it would be extremely difficult and time-consuming to really change everything we have right now into something that can sustain renewable resources. On top of that, the lack of policies and regulations for renewable resources is very lacking, which is making companies hesitant and not encouraging them to pursue renewable resources. Another limiting thing that is preventing renewable resources from taking the main stage of energy is it's hard to get the renewable energy to large places. Transporting the energy itself is very difficult, and it takes a lot of construction and time in order to build. So most of the energy has to be close to whatever is going to be powering in order for it to work. So should be, at least in my opinion, one of the biggest ones should be its effect on the environment, and if it'll affect or help climate change. We should also take into account cost, and probably one of the most important things would also be the area that it's around. So if they want to go more renewable, they need to make sure that it's either there can be a lot of sunlight where they are, it's not cloudy all the time. Maybe if it's really windy there, they can put wind turbines. If there's rivers and whatnot, they can put dams. A lot of that kind of stuff needs to be taken into account when discussing renewable or any kind of energy sources.